Hello. Hi. Um, well, today I'm going to show you, as you might already know from the title, how to light a scene from an HDRI. Now, this is not going to work for interior scenes. This is only for exterior scenes because uh, you can't use HDRIs for interior scenes unless you have a portal, which I think is coming to Blender. I'm not sure. And what the portal is basically it allows the light from outside to come inside, and it's like a window or a vacuum. It sucks in the light into the interior scene. Google it. I think that's a better way to understand it than listening to me. Anyways, so right here I have a little setup, and I just have in the scene a plane, a sphere, and a Suzanne. And they have materials, as you can see here. And they're all the same material, just different colors and roughness. And if you want to know what this is, I'm going to post or give you a link to go watch the tutorial or that I followed to make this custom node. It's real simple and it looks amazing. So yeah, this is photorealistic, quote unquote. So yeah, let's get started. So first, you start off with, I think, this. Right, maybe a little darker. I don't know. Now, here's the problem with the current Blender HDRI setup, is that it has a strength here, but it's just a linear number. So what I mean by that is that it gives you light, the same amount of lighting from every direction. And in real life, that's not true. That's not how it works, because you have tougher lighting from, let's say, your right than you have from the left, because your right has a window and your left has a wall, let's say. But if you add an HDRI right now, it's gonna give it the same amount of lighting from everywhere. It doesn't take into account what's going on. Oh, it doesn't take into account the where the lighting is coming from. It only says, oh, that color is coming from there. I'm gonna give it one light from that one pixel. Oh, there's green. I'm gonna give it color from that. But it's the same amount of light. It doesn't really care about the lighting as much as it does for the colors. So it kind of looks like it's doing it, but it's really not. So a way to fix this is simply tell the strength to be as this, but not really this. It's gonna be more like this. So if you put this into the strength, this is what it's gonna see. It's gonna say, oh, there's brightness from here, so that means it's a light. So I'm gonna give it more lighting from that direction than I do from that picture over there, because it's gonna have black, and white means bright and black means not bright. And yeah, you just do that. You connect to this strength, and it's gonna be more realistic. As you can see, I didn't even change anything. It already looks better. Like this, it's giving it light from everywhere. Unless you add a light, actual light, lamp or a mesh light, it's going to look not very good. But if you add this to the strength, it's going to say, oh, I'm getting more light from here, here, here than I do from here, here, here. I think that's a good explanation. So now you're like, oh, it's not very bright, even though it looks good. It looks amazing. Well, we just need to add a math node and set it to multiply. And then 1 is the default, like this. See, change nothing. But if we want to multiply it by, let's say, 3, we have more light, but the same lighting setup. So it looks pretty good right now. But then you might think, oh, well, it ruined the light, the HDRI. Now it looks horrible. Well, what you can do is tell the camera to see this, but to see this strength, but the objects to see this strength. So a simple way to do it is just add a light path node and say, if the camera ray is white, use this. If the camera ray is black, use this. And set this to the factor, and you want to mix this with a white color. This white color means no strength on it. So yeah, there. So without it, it looks like this. With it, it looks like this. So it brings the HDRI back to normal. But if you want to say, oh, I want to mix those two, so you want this, but only a little bit. Well, what you can do is really just do exactly what you just said. Mix this with this. And there. So 0 means no change to the background, and 1 means a lot of change to the background. So say 0.3, just darken it a little bit. And that's all there is to it. So let's say you want to make it a group. Just yeah, let's do it from the start rather than adding the group and then adding them. What you want to do is add a value node. Set this to 1 because you want default to be 1. 1, and let's call this strength. Spelled right. And then add. You know what? No, let's not add another one. And let's just grab all of these and hit Control J. And now we have a group node. And this is for, let's call them string, and this is column. So it looks exactly like the background node. It even says background color and string. But we want to add one more thing, which is the factor here. And let's change this to, say, background mix, or background factor, doesn't matter. And the reason why I didn't add it before is because I want it to be a slight thing, just like this one. And if I did this, it's gonna have the same values it has. So the default is gonna be 0, which is what we want, and the limits are going to be from 0 to 1. For this one, there is no limits, which is accurate. So yeah, so we'll delete this, and there we go. So strength 3 there, and you can change the HDRI too. Oh, and this also works with HDRIs, not only JPEGs. So I have an HDRI here. There it is. It says .hdr, which is an HDRI. And if you open it up, it's going to be very strong. That's because it's an HDRI. And those things have a lot of data in them. So you probably want to use point something values for .hdr images. So let's say 0.3. Rather than 3, it's going to be 0.3, and it looks very good. You can even have shadows, and again, no lights. Shadows. Let's say, yeah. Let's say I want to change this to be a glass material. Let's go shader. Fraction. Roughness. It's not really glass, it's a plastic. And yeah, let's get another one. I think this one. PNG, yeah. Now let's say it's 3D again. Set it to 5 actually. And yeah, see, it's working just fine. Oops. And that's pretty much it. Let's set the roughness to 0 just to make it completely smooth. And by the way, this is what I'm doing. Delete this. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Alright. I'm gonna keep messing with this until I go to sleep. So, yeah. Goodbye.